Let's break it down. All right, let's get right into it. Hard selling. You've all seen it. You've all felt it. It's that direct, no fluff, buy this now kind of energy. It's not about making friends or telling a long, winding story. It's about creating urgency and closing the deal, period. Think about those classic late-night infomercials screaming, "But wait, there's more. Call in the next 10 minutes and we'll double the offer." That is the absolute textbook definition of a hard sell. It's loud, it's aggressive, and it's designed to make you act immediately without overthinking it. It pushes emotional buttons like fear of missing out. The goal here is simple: speed. A hard sell doesn't have time for a long sales cycle. It's not planting seeds for a harvest next year. It's trying to pick the apple right off the tree, right now. Imagine a car salesman telling you, "This special financing offer expires at the end of the day," and 3 other people have looked at this exact car today. They are applying pressure. They are making you feel like if you walk away, you're losing something huge. It's a direct command, a call to action that demands a yes or no answer on the spot. It's not subtle, and it's not supposed to be. This approach is all about the transaction. It focuses on the product's benefits, the price, and the limited time offer. There's no room for maybe. The language is strong and persuasive. Words like act now, limited supply, don't miss out, and final chance are the weapons in a hard seller's arsenal. They are trying to shortcut the customer's decision-making process by creating a scenario where waiting is the wrong choice. It's a sprint, not a marathon. The entire conversation is built around getting you to pull out your wallet and complete the purchase before you have a moment to second-guess yourself. So, to put it in the simplest terms, hard selling is the right hook of marketing. It's the big ask. It's not the jab, it's not the fancy footwork. It's the knockout punch you throw when you want the match to end. It's a tool, a tactic. And like any powerful tool, you have to know when and how to use it, because if you just swing wildly, you're going to miss and look foolish. But when it connects, it can deliver incredible results, fast. The entire game is knowing when to throw that punch. So why does hard selling get such a bad rap? Let's be real, nobody likes being pushed around. In 2025, your customer is smarter and more informed than ever before. They have the entire internet in their pocket. They can check reviews, compare prices, and see what everyone on TikTok is saying about your product in seconds. When you come at them with an aggressive, old-school hard sell out of nowhere, it feels disrespectful. It feels like you think they're stupid, like you can just pressure them into a decision without them doing their homework. That's a quick way to lose trust. The digital world has completely changed the dynamic between a business and a consumer. It's a relationship now, a conversation. People want to connect with brands that share their values. They want authenticity. They want to feel like they are part of a community. A hard sell, when used at the wrong time, completely shatters that illusion. It's like meeting someone for the first time and asking them to marry you. It's too much, too soon. It ignores the entire getting to know you phase, which is where brand loyalty is actually built today. Think about your own experiences. What do you do when a pop-up ad that you can't close covers the article you're trying to read? You get angry and leave the site. What about that salesperson who won't stop calling you after you downloaded one free ebook? You block their number. This is the modern reaction to an unearned hard sell. It feels spammy, intrusive, and desperate. In a world of infinite choice, the customer holds all the power. They can just click away and go to your competitor who is providing value and building a relationship first. This is why the jab, 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 right hook philosophy is so critical. You have to give, and give some more before you ever ask for anything in return. You provide value through content, entertainment, and education. You build trust and context. The hard sell fails when there is no context. It fails when it's the first thing you say. Its bad reputation comes from decades of lazy marketers using it as a blunt instrument instead of the precision tool it's meant to be. They skipped the jabs and went straight for the knockout, only to find the customer wasn't even in the ring yet. Hell no, it's about timing. So with everything I just said, is the hard sell completely dead? Absolutely not. Not even close. Saying the hard sell is dead is like saying you don't need a cash register in a store because you're focused on customer experience. At some point, you have to ask for the sale. You have to close. The hard sell isn't dead. It's just being used incorrectly by 99% of people. The secret isn't about if you use it, but when you use it. it is still one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal when deployed at the perfect moment. The most obvious place for a hard sell is with a warm or hot lead. This is someone who has been following you for a while. They watch your videos, they open your emails, they've liked your last 10 posts. They already know, like, and trust you. They understand your value. At this point, a direct, urgent offer isn't pushy. It's helpful. It's the final nudge they need to take action. You're not a stranger asking for money. You're a trusted guide saying, "The time is now, let's do this." That context changes everything and makes the hard ask feel natural. Another perfect scenario is for limited time offers and flash sales. Scarcity and urgency are the fuel for hard selling. When you have a Black Friday deal, a 24-hour only discount, or a product with only 50 units left in stock, a hard sell is exactly what's required. You need to communicate that urgency clearly and directly. Sale ends at midnight is a hard sell. Only 10 spots left is a hard sell. In these situations, a soft storytelling approach would actually be a disservice to your audience because they might miss out if they don't understand the time-sensitive nature of the offer. Ultimately, the hard sell is relevant when the customer is at the bottom of the funnel. They've done their research, they've considered their options, and they are on the verge of making a decision. This is where you hit them with a clear, compelling call to action. It's for high-intent moments. Think about an abandoned cart email. That person was this close to buying. An email saying, "Did you forget something? Complete your order now and get 10% off" is a hard sell. And it works because the intent is already there. So no, it's not dead. It's just waiting for the right moment to strike. So the real magic, the real secret to crushing it in 2025, isn't about choosing between hard selling and soft selling. It's actually about combining them. It's what I like to call the 1-2 punch. You lead with the soft sell, the jabs. These are your blog posts, your how-to videos, your funny tweets, your inspiring Instagram stories. This is, honestly, the value you give away for free. You're building a relationship, earning attention, and creating context. You're teaching, entertaining, and helping your audience without asking for a single dollar. You're building an emotional bank account with them, deposit by deposit. Then, once you've thrown enough jabs and built up that trust, you throw the right hook. That's the hard sell, because now you've earned the right to ask. Let me give you a simple, real-life example. Imagine you're a fitness coach. Your jabs are daily workout tips on Instagram Reels, free healthy recipes on your blog, and a weekly Quanda on YouTube where you answer fitness questions. You do this for months. Your audience grows. They trust you. They're getting results just from your free content. They see you as an authority. You've given, given, given. Now it's time for the right hook. You launch a new intensive 6-week coaching program. You send an email to your list and post on social media with a very direct message. My 6-week transformation program is now open. There are only 30 spots. The doors close Friday at midnight. If you are serious about changing your life, click here to sign up now. See? It's a hard sell. It's urgent. It's direct. But it doesn't feel slimy or aggressive because it's built on a mountain of goodwill and value you've already provided. The jabs set up the right hook perfectly. And honestly, this model works for any industry. A real estate agent could provide months of content about the local market, tips for first-time home buyers, and neighborhood tours. Those are the jabs. Then, when a perfect house comes on the market, they send a direct email. This house just listed and won't last. Open house is Saturday only. Be there. That's the right hook. A software company could offer free webinars, ebooks, and tutorials as jabs, and then follow up with a limited-time demo offer that expires in 48 hours. That's the right hook. You earn the transaction by winning the relationship first. Even when you think you've timed it right, you can still completely mess up the hard sell. The biggest mistake by far is going for the right hook without any jabs. It's the cold call, the spam email, the unsolicited DM, asking for a sale from someone who has never heard of you. This is the #1 reason hard selling has a bad name. You have no context, no relationship, no trust. You haven't earned the right to ask for anything, let alone their money. It's lazy marketing, and in 2025, it's a death sentence for your brand's reputation. Always lead with value. Another huge mistake is not being authentic. People can smell desperation a mile away. If your hard sell sounds like a generic copy-pasted script that you're blasting out to everyone, it will fail. Your limited time offer has to be genuine. If you say the sale ends Friday, it needs to actually end Friday. If you say there are only 20 spots, there better only be 20 spots. If your audience catches you faking scarcity, you lose all credibility forever. Authenticity is your greatest asset. Don't burn it for a short-term sale. Your brand is your name, and your name is everything. Making the offer confusing is another classic fail. A hard sell needs to be crystal clear. The customer should know exactly what you're offering, what it costs, and what they need to do to get it. If your call to action is buried in a wall of text or your checkout process has 10 steps, you'll lose them. The path to purchase should be frictionless. Use a big, obvious button. Use simple language. Click here to buy now, add to cart, claim your discount. Don't make them think. The hard sell is an emotional, impulsive moment. Complexity is the enemy of impulse. Finally, a massive error is not knowing your audience. A hard sell that works on a teenager on TikTok will be completely different from one that works on a CEO on LinkedIn. The language, the offer, and the channel you use all need to be tailored to who you're talking to. Blasting the same aggressive message everywhere is a recipe for disaster. Pay attention to the platform and the people on it. A hard sell isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. You have to respect your audience enough to speak their language and meet them where they are. Context is king.